What's up, guys? PBD here, and welcome to episode 97 of my road to Manchester City. As you saw, I did a bit of a tribute right there in the beginning to Pablo Zabaleta. Today, Tuesday, May 16th, 2017, he played his last game for City, and it was emotional. He came on as a sub, played his last game. Thankfully, we ended up winning 3-1. So that pretty much secures us a top 4 spot if it wasn't secured already. And yeah, I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. I wanted to record it, but I forgot. Luckily, though, there was a bunch of tweets with like video of what happened, like how everybody clapped and stuff like that, how he left the pitch with his wife and daughter, I think it was. And man, it was emotional just to see from the highlights of it. And yeah, he's a legend without a doubt at City. He's been with us since the beginning of the revolution, I guess you can say. Is it the revolution or the rebuilding? Obviously, City hasn't always been the team that it is now. It obviously never had the money before the new owners came in, and when they did come in, they bought a bunch of players. And Zabaleta was one of those founding members alongside Company and many others. And he's been with us since then. And adding on to the fact that he's Argentinian makes me love him even more. And the fact that he's leaving City now is really hard for me to deal with. Probably one of the hardest things to deal with other than maybe Aguero leaving. So, yeah, Zabaleta, legend. And definitely, as the song or the chant goes in the beginning, the fucking man. But yeah, Zabaleta apparently he's going to go to West Ham, I think, to play for a while. I'm not too sure what's going to happen after that. I'm pretty sure he might just retire. I always thought that if he left City if he left City, he would just go back to his boyhood club, which actually is San Lorenzo, a team in Argentina. And it's actually pretty interesting because that team is the rivals of the team my mom supports. And apparently there's a slight chance that I'm somehow related to Zabaleta on my mom's side. It's a weird possibility. I doubt it's true, but according to my mom, we might be related to her. According to her, we are related to him, but I'm doubtful on that. However, if we are, that'd be great because he's a legend. And yeah, enough of that. We went into the draft. This is the last draft before the Premier League team the season starts, and we open up our packs and get back into divisions because I will be buying back the City players that we need for the Division 1 run that we're going to try and do again. So yeah, wow, what a draft we got to end it off. Look at this team. This is ridiculous, man. We got Team of the Year Messi, Team of the Year Ronaldo, Team of the Year Modric, Team of the Year Ramos, Team of the Year Neuer, Orange Conte, Orange Willian, Informed Saul, who obviously isn't amazing, but still a decent card, 94 Suarez, 86 Felipe Luis, 94 Hazard, and so many other great cards. We get Varane's normal card, which is very solid on its own. We get Oblak, man of the match, as our goalie. I couldn't believe it. And adding on to that, we got the 4-3-2-1 formation, which is obviously my best formation in this game alongside the 4-1-2-1-2. But I'm definitely better with the 4-3-2-1 because I've played so much with it, and it's very effective in this FIFA. So this is without a doubt the best draft I've had all year. And I was so pumped to get into this next game that we're going to be playing, or this first game. Because just look at this team. Like, I'm setting the expectations high. If I don't win the final, then unless the guy plays amazing, but if I don't win with this team, then God, I'll be disappointed in myself because this team is ridiculous, man. I end up doing the chemistry style glitch. I kind of messed it up. Most of the players got the chem style I wanted, though. I think it was just like a midfielder and Ronaldo who didn't get the one I wanted, but it's fine. They're just so good that chemistry style or not, you won't really notice the difference. And we head into the first game. We come across a 4-4-1-1. Really nice team as well. He has informed Griezmann playing center forward and Ronaldo playing striker, and then a very nice midfield. The only thing that worried me about that team was the fact that it was the 4-4-1-1. No, the 4-4-1-1, yeah. because that's one for a formation that isn't too popular, but it's weird. And by weird, I mean like it's not popular. You don't see it too often. And I usually struggle against those formations. So I was a little bit nervous going into this game, but we started off pretty great because Messi gives a great lob pass to Ronaldo, who heads it in on the open net and makes it 1-0 in pretty early on, actually. And in the 30th minute, we would make it 2-0 right there because Felipe Luis sends a ball across to Suarez, and Suarez finds the back of the net. So we take the 2-0 lead, and in the 40th minute over here, David Luiz, playing right back, by the way, because I had to play him if I wanted to get Conte on higher cam, and I said, you know what, David Luiz is so good that he can probably play right back. So that is what we did, and he was actually pretty solid there. He does have a high attacking work rate, which is annoying, but he's literally everywhere. He's kind of like Conte, but obviously he's a little bit more farther back where we're playing him right now. So it wasn't too bad at right back, and we almost made it 3-0. We hit the post, unfortunately. However, Ronaldo gets a chance after he misses his first shot. Rebound falls to him, and he puts it in the bottom right corner. And that was a little bit harsh on our opponent because it was a rebound in the 45th minute. But what can you expect in FIFA? 45th minute and the 90th minute are just expect something to happen. But I felt like the scoreline was fair. As you saw by the stats, our opponent hadn't had a shot, if that makes sense. We're winning 3-0. He isn't creating anything. We're definitely the better player. And the stats would agree with me on that. And yeah, in the second half, just things didn't go this guy's way. That goal right there, not too sure what happened. I don't know if it was the goalkeeper making a terrible mistake right there, or just another cheesy goal or what. But this game, it was just too easy. Our opponent ended up in the 90th minute not having a shot on target. Something funny that happened in the second half, or I didn't notice it until the second half, was that our opponent was actually on the phone. And the reason I'm saying that is because he had his mic on, and I heard through my TV him talking to someone on the phone. And when the game ended, I messaged him after and I said, tell your friend I said hi. Unfortunately, he didn't reply because that would have been funny to see what he said. But yeah, this guy, I don't think he really cared much about whether or not he lost. So yeah, we end up winning 7-0. We just outplayed our opponent. I mean, he had 0 shots on target, and that is very rare. I don't think I've had too many of those, if at all, this year where my opponent doesn't even get a shot on. But yeah, after that, we went ahead and did the SBCs for these pro players that came out. This one was completely out of the blue because we expected new SBCs, but we didn't expect one like this. And basically what they did was they grabbed every person that qualified at regionals, whoever won regionals in every country that it was in, and they gave them an SBC, and all of these guys who got an SBC will be playing in the grand tournament, which is sometime soon, I think. And I think there's 7 players in total, or 6. And we're going to do half now, and we're going to do half at the end of the episode because I couldn't do all of them at once without me reusing players, and it just wouldn't have worked. So I do 3 right there, and we're going to do the other 3 after this game that we're going to jump into. So we're into the second round of the draft after a pretty comfortable win, and we head into the second game. We come across the 4-2-3-1, and once again, a weird formation. Not as weird recently because a lot of people have been rocking this formation, but it is a very difficult formation to play against if the person who's using it knows how to use it. And this guy was decent. The only thing that surprised me was that his team wasn't that great. It was actually very bang average or below average, if I'm honest, because it had a bunch of rares and it didn't have much special cards. And he also had players out of position. While that's not too bad of a thing to have because he still had them on 7 cam, when it's a normal card and it's not that great of a normal card, it could be a little bit bad for him. But I still struggled against the 4-2-3-1, and it took us until the 25th minute over here. Saul with an absolute banger. Didn't expect him to pull that out of the hat, but he does. and he gives us the lead. And right there, he has a shot with McCarthy, I think that was. And I don't even know what McCarthy was playing so high up for, but he almost scores twice right there. First time blocked by the goalkeeper, second time denied by the post. And when the ball falls to him for a third time, David Luiz takes it away, and we go on the counterattack. Modric is going to wait for more people to push up, sends Ronaldo through with what a pass by Modric right there. And I honestly thought that was Suarez and not Ronaldo. And had it been Suarez, he probably wouldn't have caught up to the ball and Neuer would have got it and we wouldn't have scored. But it was Ronaldo, team of the year, with unlimited pace, got to the ball, got a shot on, made it 2-0. And with that, we head into the second half with a nice 2-goal cushion. But last time we had a 2-goal cushion, we all know how that ended. So we weren't going to play like we did in that final. And we're going to go ahead and try our hardest to get that third goal. And something I forgot to mention, early on, this guy paused it and did subs, like literally off a kickoff, as he misses a great chance right there to put himself back into the game. That was actually a pretty big moment in the game, because had he scored there, he would have been down by 1, momentum on his side. But he ended up missing that very easy chance. And I don't know, I feel like it changed the game. Kind of like when De Bruyne missed that sitter against Chelsea, and then Chelsea ended up winning the game. God, that hurts. He hits the post right there, so he's just not getting lucky. But yeah, like I was saying, he paused it off a kickoff and he brought on some subs. Now, I don't remember who he brought on, but I do remember one person he brought on, and that was Neuer. And I found that pretty strange because he had Seaman in goal, and I know Neuer is probably the best goalie in the game, but I don't think Seaman's all that bad that you want to risk wasting a sub on a goalkeeper like that. But I don't know. It actually ended up paying off because his Neuer made some crazy saves this game. But yeah, and in the 60th minute, I do some subs right there, and you see me bring on my team of the year, Neuer. And the only reason I brought on Neuer rather than Hamsik, who I was going to bring on for Saul, was because this guy's Neuer was doing so good. I said, you know what, let's try and match him, bring on our Neuer, and hopefully he can help us win this game. But yeah, we end up scoring a third goal not too long after we do the subs with Conte, which pretty much sealed the game off, and we got ourselves a 3-0 win, and a pretty good win, that one, because that guy wasn't too bad, and it was against the 4-2-3-1. Whenever I win against the 4-2-3-1, I say, man, I love myself. I'm such a beast, even though I'm really not, because I really struggle against that formation. That, the 4-3-3-4 are just two form, and the 4-2-3-1 too. So both versions of the 4-2-3-1, not a fan of. So if you ever play me somehow, you know what to rock to most likely beat me. But yeah, we're on to the semifinals. We're going to be playing that, and hopefully the finals if we win the semis, in the next episode. But to end off the episode over here, guys, we're going to go ahead and complete the Team of the Season SBC that came out today. The Championship, League 1, and League 2. The English leagues, obviously. Team of the Season came out today, and EA released a Team of the Season SBC, and apparently it's going to run for a couple of days, and if you complete them, much like the Foot Birthday, at the end you're going to get a big prize, but that is like at the end of June, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, we end off this episode by completing the last Pro Player SBCs, and that is pretty much going to conclude this episode of my road to Manchester City, guys. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Pibidid. Zabaleta is a Manchester City legend, and if EA don't give him a hero card or something, I am going to be angry. But how many times have I been angry at EA anyways? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Pibidid, and I'm out.